Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are doing well today. Sorry, look at my little flyaways. I hate the little flyaway hair. Drives me nuts when I look in the camera. I'm like, oh, there they are again. I hope you guys are doing well. Young Black Economist. That's why I backed this off 10 minutes, is somebody else notified me of the same thing, and I went and pulled that up to see what was going on. But hey to Jennifer. Hey, Wee Gobsheet. Hey, Daz. Okay, we're going to get into this and talk about all of what's going on, because this situation has calmed down some, but it really shouldn't be. And I'll explain why. Okay, that is super weird. We are on both again. We are in the vertical and the horizontal. So if you are on the vertical and do not like it, you can go to my direct page and go to the horizontal layout. So depending on what you want, I've read the emails and figured out why they're doing this. So if you are in the vertical scroll and you don't want to be, and you want to join the main part of the chat, please come over to the main side. It's confusing, I understand it, but the reason they're doing it is to push live streams into the short feed algorithm. That's why it's being done. So it's kind of interesting. I don't really understand it yet. We're going to try it. I didn't like it last night, but we'll try it. We'll see what happens. So if you have a little phone by your name, I guess you're in the vertical. Most of you guys are actually in the vertical. That's really interesting how that gets pushed out. We'll have to just watch and see how it goes. But we'll see. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Janice in accounting. Crazy Aunt Joe. S. Francisco. Hey, Petty. I feel like shit, actually. Hey, Vibe. I did my lashes. I haven't had lashes on in a week. I took a shower, did my lashes, blow dried my hair, and I am spent. I almost canceled. I almost just said, nope, I'm going back to the couch. But I'm going to give it a little bit and see what we can get through today. I want to get this over with, and it's going to be 9 hours plus about 5. So we got a series to do here. Petty, thank you for being a member for 13 months. Hey, Sheila. Hey, Mickey. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Bubblegum Truth, I love that intro too. Hey, Lily. You don't like the vertical? Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. Yes. Okay. That's interesting. I love that, though. I love that there's more information coming out. I'm going to actually go right to her page. Yeah, it's just my immune system now is just being a pain in the ass. Hey, Kay. Hey, Fupa Troopa. You hate vertical even on your phone? Yeah, I know. It's really weird. Hey, G14. A lot of people don't like the vertical, and I'm sorry but you can go over to the other side. If you are on the vertical, please go to the other side. I wish I could rest. I have to work, and then I have a meeting here in a couple hours as is, so life goes on. You just have to push through. I needed to shower and be presentable as is. So here we are. We're going to try to get through as much as we can. Hey, the real angel. Hey, Zoya. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, Betsy Sue. I'm a little off. You can tell I'm a little scattered. What is the other side? CH, the vertical side. So there's vertical and horizontal. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I'm not really a fan. That's what they're trying to do, is push the live streams into that, and I'm just not. I'm not loving it right now, but we're going to try it. It says that it's supposed to help bring in more viewers and people that you don't normally reach. We'll see. I wish you guys could see both chats. Yeah, I really do. Hey, Shannon. Oh, you're ready? I don't really think there's been much going on. Okay, so a couple of things that I want to talk about, though. Oh, thank you guys. Yeah, that's what Rubber Ramada, that's what I was understanding too. Like, I thought there was something with reused content. And I thought streaming it on both would be considered reused content. Am I wrong? Like, that's what I was like, isn't this breaking terms of service? I don't know. We're just going to roll with it. I'll probably delete one of them. I'll probably delete the vertical after. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. I guess it's an option now that they're allowing, but to me, it seems problematic. We'll see what happens. I don't know. We're just rolling with it. So, all right. You got me on both vibe. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. It's all weird. A little bit off. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships, y'all. Welcome to the cabana. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. Okay, let's look at this. So this was brought to my attention by multiple people. Young Black Economist brought this to my attention in chat. Let me share this channel. Let me come over here really quick and share this channel with you guys. A new channel to me. Never seen it before, but I'm excited to hear what they've got going on. Let me mute myself. Thank you, Kresha. I'm struggling, but I'm here. Got to push through. So it's called Excited Utterance is the name of the channel. Sorry, give me a second. I'm multitasking. Okay, so there's the link for that one. Okay, which one am I in? Well, shit, how do I know which one I'm in? I don't know which one I just dropped it in. Let's see. Is this the other one? How can I tell the difference? Well, this is freaking dumb. Okay. Well, I dropped it in one of the chats. I don't know which one of you got it. I can't tell. I don't know. But there's the channel link. So channel name is Excited Utterance. What she posted was 12 hours ago. She said a few days ago, we brought you a theory that, let me make sure you guys can see it. You can. Okay. We brought you a theory that Lauren Matthias had been in contact with a friend from Aurora Police Department in advance of CrimeCon this year, looking to enlist their help to guard her from her alleged stalker, Christina. Well, it turns out that rumor is true. These emails showed up on Reddit today. Interesting timing. The quite normal and non-stalker like Christina has been in contact with this channel and has entrusted us to share some footage of her altercation with cops at CrimeCon on the Saturday night. The Saturday night that just happens to be a mystery when it comes to police records and Matthias's court filings. So get ready for a wild ride. We're going live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the link to it is there. So I encourage you to go sub up to this channel and hit notify on this. I think that would be 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. my time, because right now I'm consistent with Mountain Standard. And then here's these emails. It says, a true crime podcast host. So this is between Hidden True Crime and threat to crime con vendor is the subject. A true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and her producer, Grayson, will be attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at the Gaylord Hotel. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl who has also stalked her repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon. Excuse me, what? A former fangirl? You really think highly of yourselves. You really think highly. Lily Eve, what side are you on? Hold on. Let me see if I can. Give me 1 second. I'll go back to this, but let me see if I drop it this way for you. Let me try it this way. I'll just drop this whole post right here for you in the StreamYard. That should take you right to the post. Okay. I think you should be able to get it on both. Okay. A Utah judge issued a no contact order September 4th, 2025 against blank, born blank, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren, her family, and her staff. The court order, notice it doesn't say a temporary. It does not say a temporary. Not at all. Interesting. The court order includes a stay away order specifically mentioning other and lists 2025 CrimeCon Expo, Denver, Colorado, schedule September 5th through 7th. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. That's not what the judge clarifies, though. Blank spoke with a producer from another network and confirmed she was attending. Utah officers attempted to serve blank this morning, but were informed by her husband that she had already left for her flight to Denver. It would be fair to say blank should have knowledge of the court order, but has not been personally served. I have attached the court order that blank needs to be served with if she attends CrimeCon. Per the order, blank, it's Christina, is not allowed to attend CrimeCon. Lauren informed me she would have a printed copy with her in case an officer did not have one. Interesting. Going through her social media pages, I would classify C as an agitator. I thought she was a stalker. She has posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. I have attached photos of C below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances. Lauren will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout the conference. Currently, Lauren and Grayson will be involved in the following scheduled events. Unfucking real. Then it's got a list of all of their friends that have instigated the stalking and videoed interactions. There's a list of names. Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns regarding C and her friends due to the threats that have been directed towards Lauren. Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Are you joking right now? No, she didn't. She didn't have any speaking engagements. How Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. During your travels while working off duty at the Gaylord this weekend, can you please take note of C and serve her with the court order if she attempts to gain entry? Lauren and Grayson would also appreciate it if you could attend their known appearances noted above if time allows you to. They were looking for the police to basically be their bodyguards. That's my opinion. Below are Lauren and Grayson's cell phone numbers. If a safety concern arises, please reach out to them. Thank you all, and let me know if you have any questions. Bobby Olson, Detective Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Unreal. Unreal. So I would set your, well, I'm going to subscribe. And I'm going to like her post. Because that seems to be pretty interesting to me. Wow. Unreal. What is she doing? Yeah. Yeah. Vendor. She wasn't a vendor. She wasn't a speaker. She wasn't nothing. Yeah, I saw that vibe, but there's supposed to be a good thing with it. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, let's talk about something else right quick. This will be interesting. Yep, she did, Mickey. She did. So the channel is Excited Utterance tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would be there. Hey, Trip. Thanks for stopping by. The cop Bobby Joe is a friend of Lauren. Isn't that interesting? So that's going to be interesting tonight. I would definitely look for that. I'm excited to see what they put out. Absolutely ridiculous that she used her contact. Yeah. I mean, there's no denying that. She used her contact. Hella Excited Utterance. I love the name of their channel, first of all. But she absolutely used. Yep. There's her list of appearances. They will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout. She wasn't a speaker. Threat to CrimeCon vendor. She's not a vendor. Yep. Just like Bullhorn Betty prints her own badges. Yeah. Absolutely, Sheila. Sheila, we're probably running low on mods today too. If you guys need anything, let me know. I don't expect it to be bad at all. Not one bit. Oh, foolish mortal. Welcome to the cabana. If you just got it, it was probably either Hildy, a little bit off. To Jennifer, thank you for being a member for 12 months. Trip, thank you for being a member for 6 months. It was probably Hildy or a little bit off if it was just today. But thanks for stopping by. What the hell? This is crazy. Susan Hendricks tried to buddy up with Turtle Boy to get Karen to CrimeCon. When that didn't work, she ghosted Turtle Boy. I don't know any of the stuff around the Karen Reed case at all. Not at all. Hey, just Robbie. Hey, Skip. That's crazy. Yeah, they should. They absolutely should. Casual Art, thank you so much for being a member for 16 months. All right, let's roll. So, if you don't know what we're doing, we are going to start. This is going to be a multi-part series, but we are going to walk it back. So we are going back. Now that we've watched everything around, we've watched the John DeLynn, we've watched the Mormon discussions, we've watched the rumors, gossip, and innuendo with Kathy. I like her. One good thing that they brought out of this whole situation was some new channels that I do enjoy. Hey, Jessica. But we're going to walk it back. Now that we've seen everything around it, we're going to walk back through this 9 hours and we're going to inlay all the things that she left out, the other side of it. So it's going to be a long series, probably multiple parts. We're going to probably cut this to about 2 hours today. We'll start getting through it and we'll just inlay the other pieces that she did not. And that is courtesy of Sleuthy Goosey and sounds like other people that helped upload these documents. So let's talk about it. I have not reviewed this myself. I've watched other people review it. But here we go. I just can't even believe that email right now. I cannot believe the email. Like, what? The sense of entitlement with her. Complete entitlement. And how many? Hold up. Let me show you guys something I watched today. I've been back in my little rabbit hole. Man, I'm just shaky today. I don't even understand what is. I hate this freaking crap that's going around. I hate being sick. I know a lot of you guys have been getting it too. Okay, let me show you something that I saw that I just absolutely was disgusted. So she's back into covering cases, acting like nothing ever happened. Let me show you how she did this. And I'm going to give you a few prime examples of what I find to be so shady. If you are in the vertical format exit out and go to my page and go to the landscape. There's 2 options. Oh, Granny, thank you for sending people over. I appreciate you. Thank you for dumping people. So Lauren is back to covering cases, but I want you to see how she's laying things out. Again, thank you, Granny. Welcome in. Melons.
I don't even know anything about.
If you just got here, I encourage you to rewind. You should have the option. I don't know how to shut that off, so you should be able to rewind. Go look at the emails that were just released by Excited Utterance 12 hours ago. Well, they were released on Reddit, but she's going to be doing a follow-up. If you missed that, go check that out. I can go over it again in a minute if you want.
This little boy or anything of him or his family or anything.
Hey, everybody coming in.
Okay.
I know I would not ever do something like this in my existence on Earth. Like I can't. I don't even have a heart to get in a fight with somebody and hurt them.
That's Stacey Wondra you just heard there during an interview with Hidden True Crimes Dr. John Matthias.
With Hidden True Crimes, Dr. John Matthias. What's off here? Something's off about her. What is it?
In January of 2024, that same man who claimed that he doesn't have a heart to hurt anyone, he's now charged with kidnapping and first-degree murder of a little boy.
This is absolutely a horrific story. My heart goes out to Brandy and the family. There is nothing okay about this. But the way she relies on John's credentials, repetitively, the way she introduces right off the jump. Hold on. Let me give you another example. Let me give you another example here. I think it's this one. I was just like, what are you doing? What in the hell are you doing? Everything. Oh, it's this one. It's this one here. Everything is Dr. John. Dr. John. Without Dr. John, what would you have? Here.
Fascinating find.
This is when she started covering the Melody Buzzard case.
And I had no idea, Anne. And yeah, send me that article. My goodness. It's definitely something.
Blew my mind.
Yeah, something my co-host, Dr. John Matthias, he's a criminal psychologist, can certainly delve into.
My co-host, Dr. John Matthias.
Oh, fabulous. I would love to hear what he has to say.
You mean your husband? Your husband who gives very, very Google-ish answers? The same responses you can go find anybody else saying. There's nothing fantabulous about his breakdowns or anything. This is Ann Emerson, who's been covering this. She's an actual investigative journalist. But everything, she relies so heavily on his credentials. And every one of them. I've been now watching her cover this Melody Buzzard case. And every single thing, she relies on John's credentials. It's weird. I'm telling you, there's some really weird shit around this. It's really odd. Sure, yeah. It's crazy to me. Hey, everybody. Happy Thursday. All right, let's roll. If you've seen this, get prepared because we're going to break it down in multiple segments. It won't be all today in 9 hours. We're only going to do a couple hours. We're going to inlay the other side that Lauren left out because she conveniently really directed things in one fashion. But now we know all of the other pieces. We know that she is currently LDS. We know the other side of these situations so we can lay them in. But there's a whole calling dropping in the church that they all do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. John, John that has a LLC that we're going to dig into. Yeah, he's definitely no babe. All right, let's go. This is all under fair use. This is based on my opinion of the bullshit you put out here publicly. Buckle up. Sweet cheeks.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, everyone. The fucking dramatics right off the jump. Right off the fucking jump. Hey, everyone.
I've never been more nervous for
let me
a live in my entire life. And
before I do that, let me get you the Reddit one. Hold on. Okay. Before we start that, sorry, I did tell you guys I would do this. So this is Excited Utterance. They are listed above in the chat. I dropped the link for them. They will be doing a live tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the other side of things. So on Reddit, there was emails that were dropped, and they had, her post says, a few days ago, we brought you a theory that Lauren Matthias had been in contact with a friend from Aurora Police Department in advance of CrimeCon this year, looking to enlist their help to guard her from the alleged stalker, Christina. Well, it turns out that rumor is true. These emails showed up on Reddit today. Interesting timing. A quote, normal and non-stalker like Christina has been in contact with this channel and has entrusted us to share some footage of her altercation with cops at CrimeCon on the Saturday night. The Saturday night that just happens to be a mystery when it comes to police records in Matthias's court filings. So get ready for a wild ride. We are going live at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. See what you think of these emails. Do you think this is fair use of police resources? No, I don't. You'll notice it is hidden true crime. The subject is threat to CrimeCon vendor. Hello, worker bees. Who the fuck starts it off like that? I mean, your buddy does. A true crime podcast host, Lauren Matthias, and her producer, Grayson, will be attending CrimeCon September 5th through the 7th and staying at the Gaylord Hotel. Lauren has been experiencing threats from a former fangirl who has also stalked her repeatedly at court appearances and events like CrimeCon. A Utah judge issued a no-contact order today, September 4th, 2025, against C, born blank, prohibiting her from contacting Lauren, her family, and her staff. The court order includes a stay-away order specifically mentioning other and lists 2025 CrimeCon Expo Denver, Colorado, scheduled September 5th through the 7th. This order is a direct response to the potential risk at CrimeCon. C spoke with a producer from another network and confirmed she was attending. Remember, Lauren wasn't going to be going, but she made her announcement on Gossip, Rumor, and Innuendo with Kathy in August. Don't forget that. She didn't intend on going. Christina had always attended or planned on attending. Utah officers attempted to serve C this morning, but were informed by her husband that she had already left for her flight to Denver. It would be fair to say that C should have knowledge of the court order, but has not been personally served. I have attached the court order that C needs to be served with if she attends CrimeCon. Per the order, C is not allowed to attend CrimeCon. Lauren informed me that she would have a printed copy with her in case an officer did not have one. Going through her social media pages, I would classify C as an agitator. She has posted several videos documenting her interactions with law enforcement. I've attached photos of C below, some of her social media pages, and names of some of her acquaintances. Lauren will be walking around the ballroom and speaking during various times throughout the conference. No, she didn't. Currently, Lauren and Grayson will be involved in the following scheduled events. There goes on to be an entire list of the events. Then it goes on with a list of their friends. Friends that have instigated the stalking and videoed interactions. Lauren and Grayson have real safety concerns regarding C and her friends due to the threats that have been directed towards Lauren. What threats? Lauren and Grayson are huge supporters of law enforcement. During your travels while working off-duty at the Gaylord this weekend, can you please take note of C and serve her with the court order if she attempts to gain entry? Lauren and Grayson would also appreciate it if you could attend their known appearances noted above if time allows you to. Below are Lauren and Grayson's cell phone numbers. If a safety concern arises, please reach out to them. Thank you all, and let me know if you have any questions. Bobby Olson, Detective Major Crimes Homicide Unit. Seems a little iffy to me, doesn't it? To you? Seems a little iffy to me. I love Excited Utterance. Yeah, the channel name. Great. Yeah, if you are in vertical, please feel free to pop over to the other side. I'm sorry about that. Okay, let's go.
Done a lot of lives or a show in my entire life. And this.
So make sure you are ready for 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Excited Utterance. I'm excited to see what they're going to show with this other side of things. Oh, Lauren, you really played the game, didn't you?
Is not a live or a show that I ever wanted to do or ever thought I would have to do. And this has been ongoing.
I don't know, Lindsay. Does anybody recognize that name from any of the cases in Colorado? I know there's a few cases in Colorado around that area that could have been, but I don't know true crime like that. So
Going for months, what I have been dealing with. This is not drama. Hidden True Crime doesn't get involved in drama. We stay very clear from that. And those of you that know us know that. So I hope that nobody calls this drama ever again. In fact,
guess what, bitch? It's straight up drama. You're a drama filled piece of shit, in my opinion. Sorry, I'm just gonna say what it is. I got no use for this fuckery. When you are wasting court resources, you have a detective, a major crimes unit detective trying to help you get protection from police. They didn't mention that it was a temporary no contact order. They didn't tell any, no. And what you did to Kresha and Kate, just for everybody's knowledge, she didn't only strike Kresha on YouTube and get the video removed. She absolutely also took the one off Facebook. Lauren, Hidden True Crime, out here silencing victims, people that she doesn't want to speak out against her bullshit. She struck her Facebook video and her YouTube video. Not just the YouTube, the Facebook one, she made sure got brought down too.
In fact, it's so real life what has been going on with my family and with me for months.
Embarrassing.
That I decided to go to where I felt would protect me.
And I'm not going to be nice. I'm sorry. I'm not going to really look shame her, but the dramatics with this, so please buckle up because this is so produced. The dramatic effects, the filler, the fluff. Now that we've seen all the other side of things, I'm sorry, but this is even more disgusting watching it.
And that was the courts and legal.
I don't know.
And I filed a civil stalking injunction.
Yep.
Because what was happening to me and my family met Utah's civil stalking injunction code. The stalker was in Utah. And it was very clear to me that that was the step that I should take. And I was granted a temporary civil stalking injunction.
I just dropped the link for the upcoming live tonight on Excited Utterance's channel. So that's the link for their upcoming live tonight.
After I filed my evidence and my exhibits before the judge.
Right.
That was served. And my stalker was served a temporary civil stalking injunction. Thank God.
Kresha, what time is your live scheduled for? Is that right? Are you guys going at the same time? I think Kresha's at 3.
And the next step to that, after filing a civil stalking injunction, is to hope to make it permanent.
Yep. 4.
And that was going to be on Thursday.
All of it.
And then do you know what happened?
Sassy Hound, you don't have to watch it, but we're watching the entire 9 hours, and we are going to inlay all of the other court documents. When she talks and starts laying it out, we're going to lay in the other side of it. So it will be a complete timeline of what is done on the other side of things. So it will be the entire 9 hours broken into segments. It'll probably be a 8 to 10 part series with all the body cam footage, all the police documents we will be reading through. So this will take us into next week. It will take us a while to do. So buckle up. It's going to be a lot, but you don't have to watch it if you don't want to.
Somehow,
I
someone
know it's a lot. Okay.
decided
Yep.
to let Law and Crime know
Yes.
about my civil stalking injunction.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
And Law and Crime decided that they deserved to have cameras in the courtroom while I am explaining what my family has been going through.
I'm sorry. Stop it. Stop it right here. The way that she jumped in with this. The way, whoa. Law and crime. Law and crime. The way law and crime. Ma'am, this was filed October 14th for the hearing on the 16th. The actual request was submitted on the 1st, October 1st. Jesus.
For months.
She thinks she should be allowed in the courtroom to record and monitor everybody else's information, but not when it comes to her. And again, I think there needs to be rules and regulation about what is streamed. I do, but they never even mentioned that they are live streaming this entire thing.
The Law and Crime.
Oh God.
I don't know. Is it a slow true crime month? They thought that my family's pain should be live streamed on their trial channel. I am a limited public figure. I'm just a mom who has a YouTube channel. And yes, I've become a limited public figure. I'm not Johnny Depp. I'm not Amber Heard. I'm not Gwyneth Paltrow. I am a mother trying to protect my family and my little boy.
And compare this to the interview we watched with John Dehlin. Compare this to the
I am a journalist who has
shitty one at that.
Never, ever in my life heard of anyone streaming a civil stalking injunction.
A journalist for the Mormon church, if you ask me. That's my opinion. A journalist that absolutely has her claws into trying to soften the look of the Mormon church's involvement in all of this crap.
Ever. It is not something you do. And why? Because it's someone that is being abused, that is attempting to escape something dangerous. I never wanted to do this live.
Never.
But because of what Law and Crime did, I had to dismiss my civil stalking injunction.
Bullshit.
Because
bullshit. I'm sorry. Nope. I called this in the beginning. I said it. She played this out in the public sphere because she knew she wouldn't win in a court of law. When the judge didn't grant her continuance, she freaking decided to pull the stunt in the court of public opinion.
I am never, ever going to let my child's mental health.
Oh, whatever. You're the only one that exploited your child's mental health, crazy lady.
live streamed for entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
And I find it disgusting
Yep.
that anyone would want to,
Oh my God. Look at that lip quiver. Hold up. Look at this lip quiver right here.
because I am never, ever going to let my child's mental health
Not a single tear.
be live streamed for entertainment.
Look at that.
And I find it disgusting
Not a goddamn tear.
that anyone would want
Ugh.
to do that to me or my family. A civil stalking injunction.
That you knew you would lose.
My 8-year-old's mental health is
Mm.
not your entertainment.
No. This is going to be hard.
I wanted to keep this private.
Yeah, you didn't.
I wanted to keep my pain and the bullying and the abuse and the harassment and the defamation and the pain that I have been dealing with behind the scenes for months.
Oh,
I wanted to keep it private.
not a goddamn tear.
Not live streamed to millions of people watching Law and Crime.
One crime. This is horrible.
And so, if Law and Crime
How are we going to get through
thinks
this?
that my family's pain and emotional turmoil is worthy to be on this,
She used Visine before. Do you think she used some of the fucking fake tears and they just didn't pan out well for her?
their channel, that they're going to be pool, which means they can share it to all media platforms.
Oh my God. Poor you.
This is just for everybody.
Ugh.
Then I'm going to take back my narrative
No, you're not.
and I'm going to own
Mhm.
my narrative. And I'm going to tell you everything tonight.
Mm-mm.
We're going to go through every filing.
This is unreal.
We're going to go,
Which she doesn't. She doesn't.
we're going to go through a lot.
Knowing what we know now, knowing all the pieces that we know now, look at how much she excluded from this.
So get ready.
Yeah, get ready. It's a fucking rag.
My hand has been forced.
No, it hasn't.
I am very uncomfortable sitting here,
You're the one that brought it out here. You chose to do this.
but the reason and where I have found my bravery to do this
Oh, my bravery. It's
is really, again, for my little boy.
it's so brave of you to get on here and call somebody a stalker that has not been deemed a stalker in the court of law 440 times. So
Do you want to know a wrath of a mother? Here I am.
the only reason an 8-year-old child would know about any of this going on, because nothing has involved. There has been no documents, no footage, no anything that has involved her minor child. The only person that brought her minor child into this is her. So brave to falsely accuse somebody of
Okay.
doing stuff, right? Yeah. Mm-mm.
And so we're going to begin. I need to collect my thoughts.
That's probably scary.
I know what's next, but really quickly,
I do too.
I have my producer Grayson here with me, helping me. Let me just ask you, it's going to be a long live, so sit in. I might need a bathroom break at some point. I haven't been able to eat. I'm not eating. So I have root beer here for sugar high. I have my water. Really quickly, Grayson, do we want to start with what a civil stalking injunction is in Utah or before? Okay. Okay, so let me share with everyone now. Do you have that? Hold up.
Oh, this is gross.
This is gonna be a really raw live. Get ready. So let's just go over stalking in Utah.
Again, I find it crazy that people aren't outraged. She lives in Nevada. She went to Utah, where Christina is, where she's got connections to an attorney and a law firm, you know, the 4 attorneys. That's why she filed in Utah. She could have filed in Nevada, but she wasn't getting the reaction, in my opinion, that she wanted out of the Nevada police. They didn't see it as stalking like she wanted to.
A judge can grant an order that tells one person or respondent to stop stalking another person or petitioner if the
Keep it moving, James Craig. Thank you. That's what Crusha said earlier, too. It was the James Craig. You guys are probably right. Thank you for that information.
respondent did the following toward the petitioner. Followed, yes. Monitored, yes. Observed, yes.
And just so you guys know, we will be you'll be redirected to Crusha's in about an hour and a half. And then Crusha will start, and then Excited Utterance comes up after.
Photographed, yes. Surveillance, yes. Threatened, yes. Communicated to or about the petitioner or interfered with the petitioner's property using any action, method, device, or means. Or, let's see what else. The respondent engaged in or caused someone else to engage in the following acts. Approached or confronted the petitioner, yes. Appeared at petitioner's workplace or contacted petitioner's employers or coworkers, yes. Appeared at petitioner's home or contacted petitioner's neighbors or entered property owned, no.
Right there. Flat out says, nope, never came to my home. So again, where is your son impacted? The only reason why an 8-year-old knows what's going on in these emails is because you are speaking in front of him.
Sent material. Oh, thank you. Look at that. Highlighted. Sent material to the petitioner by any means for the purpose of obtaining or disseminating information about the petitioner to a family member, household member, employer, coworker, friend, or associate. Yes.
They were the ones reaching out to people.
Use a computer or the internet, text messages, or any other electronic means.
Lauren.
Yes. The respondent had to do the behavior 2 or more times and in a way that would cause a reasonable person to suffer emotional distress or be afraid for the person's own safety or the safety of someone else. Yes. And I'm going to point out, it looks like Grayson did not highlight threatened. I'm going to throw threatened in there because what happened after the stalking injunction, I took as threats as well as other things. You can decide for yourself because we'll go through it all.
Yeah, speaking of going through it all, give me 1 second because I think this is an appropriate time to throw this in here.
I say I'm hidden true crime. We're proud to say that we have the hidden motives, but at this point, you being law enforcement, maybe you can help me understand, but I can say in general, the TLDR for those that they can't handle watching a 9-hour live stream is I have a business that was growing, and I had
a business that is growing.
Contract workers, and one of them quit unhappy. And then I had another contract worker who I then terminated. And then I had them, then I had the friends, and then there were friends. 2 contract workers. Like I should say, the stalker was also a contract worker. Although oddly, she says on her TikTok accounts targeting me that she was just an ex-friend and never a TikTok worker, but I have plenty of invoices showing she was. And so you've got 2 ex-contract workers contacting another ex-contract worker, and then you've got this stalker that's actually reaching out to every person I confided might have a beef with me from my past, and they're getting a larger and larger group together. I think their ultimate thing of power is that in private conversations, I said mean things about people.
Oh my God. Looking at this in rewind, I'm already struggling. This is ridiculous. Janice and Accounting. For those interested, the Red Nation YouTube interviewed the writer of the Mormon settler colonism this afternoon. It's an indigenous perspective. That's very interesting. I will have to watch that. Thank you so much for the support. That's going to be interesting.
And that they have the receipts and that they know. And then what this group did is then start reaching out to other people to join the fold. I call it a whisper campaign.
A whisper.
Where it's all behind the scenes. And I can tell you, like, this is actually, I get a lot of texts all the time. My phone was silent. Like, I don't know how far this went, and then we're getting whispers and threats, and a few things are coming out, and someone's finally calling me saying,
whispers and threats. What?
Hey, I got a call from this person, where I'm like, that person? And they're telling me, people I've interviewed, people I love, to never trust you again, that you're evil, like that you are really bad. And, things like that. It just continues, just like, and, but it all leads back to what I just told you, ex-contract workers. That all roads lead back to the ex-contract workers and their friends. And then, it just goes bigger and bigger. No one reaching out to me, by the way, not even Long Crime.
No one reaching out to her. So how is she being stalked? Nobody's contacting you.
And getting bigger and bigger to the point where there's this giant snowball. I don't know right from left. And then it gets to the point where I'm trying to reach out to people to understand. Oh, a proton.
Oh, wait, she's reaching out to people now. Shocking.
Email goes out. And this is where it gets strange too, because
proton email went out June 9th.
I'm thinking, oh no, some of my private texts have gotten out. I'm ashamed. I'm not perfect. It's embarrassing. But then there's a proton email that goes out, meaning proton is a protected thing where it's anonymous, and it goes out while I'm covering the Brandon Boudreaux trial, Lori Vallow representing herself, and it says that I've talked shit about all these people that actually aren't people I've talked shit about. So now I'm like, okay, now it's a smear campaign. This isn't actually even what I've actually said. Okay, I haven't talked shit about these people. One of them is like my best friend. So I'm like, what's going on? So that's happening. I'm trying to reach out to people.
She's reaching out to people again.
Right and left to figure out what's going on. And then no one will pick up my phone calls or talk to me. So my producer reaches out to a creator who says they want my head on a platter and that I better brace myself because it's going to go viral and it's bad.
Oh, no, not the head on a platter. No way. Not the head on a platter. Oh, no. Nobody's reaching out to Lauren, though. Nobody's picking up Lauren's calls. They're reaching out to people, trying to find out what's going on and what's being said. Somebody says to her producer, Grayson, that if something's going to go viral and they want her head on a platter and, oh my God, threats, stalking. Shit.
And she continued to say, brace ourselves over and over again. It was so.
Who was she? Who was Grayson talking to? Was it Annie Elise? I'm just curious.
Scary. Again, with my phone being silent, no one talking to me, the threats that I've spoken about people I haven't, that I called the police because they're like, they want my head on a platter, and people turning on me that I thought were my friends too. Like, so, and now they're saying that I'm abusing the police. Like, there's nothing I can do that's right. I'm like,
oh, poor Lauren. Isn't it ironic to watch this backwards? This is how it's going to go. We're going to go one after another. We're going to inlay like this. So that was from Duty Ron, her little wrap up over there. Let's go back to the original now. But this is how it's going to go. We're going to insert things. So we know nobody was reaching out to her. Nobody's actually contacting Lauren. People were just not wanting to collab with her, work with her anymore because she was treating people like shit and it was getting back to them. Okay. It is, Brenda. It's really
Let's start with this.
cringe.
It's going to be
Hey, Mike.
a very vulnerable video of myself
She did.
behind the scenes. I never thought or knew if I would make this video public.
Kelly J, but it seems like there was enough intel that she knew that she had been shitty to people and said some things behind people's back. There was enough for her to know that people were pissed about certain things. I think she was more aware than she likes to play.
I only revisited it again today. But this was a month-ish ago. And I was dealing with ideation, self-harm. The first time in my life that I have been experiencing this.
And I'm sorry, trigger warning for some of this because I do not even remotely find this the way the first 10 minutes, or not 10 minutes, the first 12 minutes of this, she goes here.
Of everything happening.
And I don't mess with anything like suicide ideation, anything meant. Yeah. No.
And so at that point, I was with Grayson. And I was not okay. And Grayson said, Lauren, I'm going to.
Why weren't you with your forensic psychologist husband who is trained in mental health? And why wasn't he seeking help for you? That's a problem to me. You're saying that you were suffering from suicidal ideation and your forensic psychologist husband is not who you were with. You're not at home. You're with your producer. Okay, ma'am.
Record this. She gave me permission to record. Don't worry. We'll never share this. But I want you to know there's hope.
So she's thinking of, oh my, I didn't even catch this before. She's struggling with suicidal ideation and they say, you know what? Let's record this. Why not call for help? So Grayson's instinct is let's film this for footage instead of getting you help. Okay. And you're married to a mandated reporter. All right. Okay.
You know, I want you to know that there's hope. And you have talked so passionately about now helping people with cyberbullying.
Hi, Tara.
That maybe one day, like as a journalist, you need to start recording this process and what you're feeling. So trusting Grayson, knowing that she'd hopefully never make this public without my permission. And it was my phone. I said, yeah, okay, whatever, but don't ever show this to anyone. But I watched it.
Don't ever show this to anyone, but I'm going to use it for this 9 hours in the first half hour of it to emotionally lock you in because we don't have anything substantial here to prove stalking. So I'm going to emotionally pull you in. I'm going to tell you that I'm suffering with suicidal ideation right then and there. People are going to instantly be pulled in because most of us have or know somebody that has experienced that. So there's that grab and pull instantly.
And we are going to watch 20 minutes of it before we begin.
This is gross.
So you guys can understand just a bit of what I've been going through.
Much endeavors, yep.
And it's not all of it, but it's 20 minutes of a video. It's very, very raw. I'm feeling very vulnerable.
Oh my gosh, Crusha.
And I feel like this is very, very important.
More than enough. Thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the cabana. This is, yuck.
Because if I'm going to do this live, I'm going to do it right. And I'm going to do it honestly.
This is worse.
This is going to be a very honest show. So, and then after that, we'll go through everything else. So let's watch this. Whether or not this goes through, I don't know. I think that's where I think I'm willing to start talking.
Oh my God.
Because I always just want to do things right.
Okay. Pay attention to both. I'll put it full screen here. So you guys just have her on the screen. But watch her face reacting to her if you can. It's a lot to take in. But this was all set up. So this is the moment that she's suffering from suicidal ideation. And instead of getting help or getting in contact with her husband, her producer decides to pull out the phone and film her at this vulnerable moment. Yeah, get the fuck out.
You know, when they go low, you go high, and just do things right and rely
I'll be right there.
on maybe responsible people to help. But I don't know if that's going to happen in this situation, and that's okay. But if it can't happen in this situation, that like, you know, that like, no laws or legal things can help me, then I at least want to like finally talk about it, even with my boys.
Does anybody recognize that shirt from CrimeCon? Was this while they were at CrimeCon? Do you guys think this was filmed the weekend of CrimeCon in the hotel? Or do we have any idea of when this was actually filmed?
Sure, what's been happening. Because I do want to help with like cyberbullying now, and I know that I'm a public figure. I've never been. Hold on, just stop for a second.
Wait a second. Oh, please take the computer and shut it. I mean, this is cringe. I just found Auntie Deb. I don't know anything about that channel, but he cracks me the fuck up, Lindsay. Cracks me the hell up. I don't know what case he's from, but super freaking funny. Listen to this part again, right here.
Use my boys. Sure, what's been happening. Because I do want to help with like cyberbullying now, and I know that
I want to help with cyberbullying now.
I'm a public figure. I've never been. Hold on.
She starts to say, I know I'm a public figure.
For a second.
Oh my.
I was like really zen.
He's from Karen Reed.
Hold on.
He's funny as shit, Heather. He's funny as shit. The only thing I know about here, let me get this out. The only thing I really know about the Karen Reed case is from Nurse Kim, because Kenzie followed that case more than I did. And she would always show me Nurse Kim's TikToks. So everything I know about the Karen Reed case comes through Nurse Kim. And she's hysterical. I find her to be just funny as shit. So, but what little bit I do know about that case is from that perspective. But Jimmy, Auntie Deb is hysterical. I definitely recommend. He is a great comedy.
I'm sorry, I can't even like process what I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, they're besties? Yeah, I didn't know that.
And I want John. And I'm worried about John.
Watch her face, though.
And I'm worried about my son. But
I love that, Linda.
I just think, sorry.
The way she's watching the chat and not like, oh.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Oh, really? Everything's gonna be okay.
Everything will be okay.
Everything's
It
gonna
really will. But I'm like a really resilient person, in my opinion.
Hey, Gavin.
It's texting.
You're good.
What?
You're good.
Is it John?
Mm-mm. It's actually your Vicky.
And
Okay, in the middle of this, they get a text message She says, is it John? And Grayson says, no, it's Aunt Vicky. Isn't that Tammy Daybell's family?
And it's going to be okay. But I just... I don't know what to say. Other creators calling people I care about to tell them lies about me. Slut shaming me. One woman is going around saying I lived with her brother, which, by the way,
Slut shaming. There goes the slut shaming.
if I had lived with some random dude in East Idaho, who the hell cares? But this is a guy I went on a single date with, never kissed, but now I've lived with him. What else? Finding out, like I said, fellow podcasters are calling people that I know to warn them about me and tell them that I had an affair on John with an investigator in the Daybell case that John knows really well and is friends with. That.
I wonder how you get in with all these law enforcement officers. Aren't we finding that to be kind of interesting at this point now, knowing what we do? Nick Starro from Sweden posted a great video about hidden true crime today. He is a lawyer that has a great opinion. K-Dubs, thank you so much for the support and thank you for the information. You guys are bringing me a lot of new channels that I've never seen before, and I really appreciate it. I will absolutely look into that one too. Thank you guys. You guys are really, you've given me so many channels. My algorithm is so strange now, but I love it. I'm here for it. Thank you.
I mean,
It's been unending.
the things I've had to continue to clarify every day. And then when I finally feel like I get a hold of it, so it's not just like the cyberbullying that's public.
I'm curious to know if this law enforcement official from Colorado that she has contact with, if he or she happens to be Mormon also. Wouldn't be shocked to learn that.
It's what's going on beneath the surface. That's so cruel. And none of these people have been willing to reach out to me, like fucking reach out to me. People that know me, that I've been kind to, are going behind my back telling people lies about no evidence. Never mind that they're supposed to be journalists. You have Lori Hellis, someone I've been good to that I've never brought up before. I was always good to her, claiming that I gave out 10,000 copies of her book and she's telling everyone, to the point where we had to get an attorney. But I've never sent out free.
Which we know for a fact that she got a copy of Lori Hellis's manuscript from Nate Eaton. And then from there, who knows how many people it was sent out to, but we know that now for a fact.
Copies of her book to anyone, ever. Telling the person that originally sent it to me that I did that to them. And then, of course, when she accuses of that, I then send it to our attorney. I guarantee you none of you received a book copy of Lori Hellis's book from me, despite allegedly 10,000 people. The idea that we were purposely changing our time, by the way, too. No, we had to get a babysitter. I don't know why. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But it's like what this group mob mentality has been doing is taking all these old beefs and they're reaching out to them. And there was a whisper campaign is the best way to say it. It's adult bullying, it's group bullying. It's believing without seeing. Screenshots of mine have been shared. Some when I've been angry at other creators. Got over it later. Those have been being shared. I'm ashamed of that. Maybe you can edit that later, but I'll just share everything right now. But I've owned it. I've owned that.
You said sorry to the people at needed it.
I said sorry to them. But those people have continued on. Nobody again reaching out to me.
I'm sorry, but this 24-year-old helping fill in the gaps here, I'm sorry, Grayson, you're a problem. You're a whole ass problem. And we know that Grayson claims she is in this industry and has been for 5 years, since she was 19. I have concerns about that too.
And I have to be honest. Entire rooms shunning me where I belong, where I've helped, where I've given my entire heart to and soul.
Oh, no, ma'am. We're backing that right up. Because did you hear what she just said there?
I said sorry to them. But those people have continued on. Nobody again reaching out to me.
Nobody reaching out to her.
And I have to be honest. Entire rooms shunning me where I belong.
Entire rooms shunning her where she belongs. Oh, really? Where do you belong? Where are you entitled to belong there, Lauren?
Where I've helped.
Look at her looking at the camera right now. She knows she's being recorded. Look at that stare. Where she's helped once again. Her and her relying on the victims and what she has done for victims. Gross.
Given my entire heart to and soul.
Rode their pain and suffering of horrific events in their lives for profit. Oof.
Shunned because of lies and of a whisper campaign and of adults who can't come to me and ask me what's true and what isn't, but rather go and start a cyberbullying campaign and join it and follow it as the lies continue, as they talk about my dead brother and my husband.
Oh my gosh, this grosses me out.
And you know what it is? It's being dubbed dark. Like, that's what John and I have been talking about a lot, too.
Oh my goodness, it's being dubbed dark. Amos Liz says, she was very careful in saying sent out a book copy, but I believe it was an electronic copy that she had gotten and sent out. Am I correct? Copy, but I believe it was an electronic copy that she'd gotten. Yes. So Nate Eaton shared with her the manuscript of Lori's book. And from there, we don't know how many people she distributed it to. Lori didn't claim 10,000 copies, where Lauren is saying that. I'm not really sure. Thank you for the support, Amos Liz. And from my understanding, she did get it from Nate Eaton via email. So that's what I know about that. This is dubbed dark. Who dubbed her dark? Chico, this is so much worse watching it now, going back. Right. Go run for Relief Society president, girl. She'll fit right on in. Well, she hates the temple, so she might not. I don't know. That's a good question, 9MM. She's never home. People continue to bring that up. And there obviously is something to do with, in my opinion, like an extramarital affair or allegations of, I don't know if there's anything to it, but there's obviously something behind that where they're slut shaming me. This is weird. It's cringe.
Like, I feel like I've been like Charles Vallow running around, like trying to get people to understand what's going on and trying to figure out what's happening, and no one will talk to me. And then all of a sudden I get labeled dark.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's not me. I'm good. This isn't me.
Kelly, I used to watch some of her coverage on some of like the Ballard stuff. Not intensely, but I never saw her as problematic myself. I watched this entire 9 hours. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on here? I watched and watched the entire thing the very first night. And by the end of it, I was like, what is going on here? What? And lost me completely. But now going back and looking, I'm like, ooh, her coverage was shit all around. And a lot of her coverage, I hate to say it, you guys, is mirrored, meaning she is not the source of most of this stuff. It's other people that she has just repackaged their content and re-streamed it, which happens a lot. But she's not that talented.
And then just wondering about this world in general, I think I've been really depressed because I just think about this world in general and raising my son in it. And like, if there's any hope for kindness in this world and compassion and evidence, how about evidence? Real journalism when you actually go to the person.
Oh my God, look at that face. Look at her. She knows she's being filmed. Oh God, watching this now. Sorry, I'm going to say that through this whole entire thing. Seeing this now after we've watched all the other interviews that she directs to, everything else, it is so problematic. Watching how staged this is. Look at this. Look at it. Hey, Revival. Yeah, same. They're weaponizing. Let's put that out here too. The reason why this is so problematic and needs to be talked about and will not be let go is because this woman profits off of others' tragedies. She aligns herself, gets in with the victims, and causes division, causes internal strife with the victims, their families, all for a source to tell a story. She's not telling their stories. She's telling the story she wants to package to her audience. She uses her husband's credentials and she's weaponizing our court systems while claiming that she advocates for victims. She, in my opinion, is one of many out here in this true crime space that should have stuck to the QAnon bullshit. Mormon Church, you should have done better at packaging up your little PR arms here, your reputation management people, because she sucks.
Not, realizing people are complex. That I'm complex. That I am who I am online. That is me. That is my genuine self. But maybe there's a little bit more to me too that I don't show everybody. And just because I don't see it doesn't mean I don't know if it's that I'm not. And if people are wondering if I've stopped talking to more people online, my friends, my hidden gems, yeah, I have. Because I've always wanted to communicate and be close to hidden gems.
Oh.
But as I've done this past year, I've learned that there's a lot of them that just want to destroy me.
Oh, you poor fucking baby. I'm sorry. What? Oh, I've wanted to always communicate with my gems. I really want to be. What? Ma'am, stop it. Stop it.
Get out of me what they want. And if I don't act the way they want me to act, or say what they want me to say, then they want to destroy me. Or if I speak up, I think a lot of this
The only one destroying you is you.
too is I've always spoken my mind. I don't know. I'm getting in the weeds. I don't know.
I think you can.
That yeah, I speak the truth. And when I see it, I say it. And when I think someone's a bully, I say they're a bully. But I guess that means the bully comes and bullies you when they learn.
Oh, goodness.
That you think they're a bully.
What?
And that people, I just learned that people like public shaming. I don't know. I just worry about this world, that it's cruel.
People like public shaming. Meanwhile, she produced and pulled off a 9-hour live, 9 hours of calling somebody a stalker over and over and over again with zero proof to back up the claim. You want to talk about public shaming? Ma'am, us responding and reacting to your words and the bullshit you did out here is not public shaming. If you feel shame for it, it's because of your own behavior and actions. You produced this. This was a production. Unreal.
And I am human. I am human. And I put myself out there. And for those reasons, I deserve more scrutiny and criticism. And I believe in public discourse and to criticize me when people feel I'm not doing what's right or best in the public eye. I deserve that. It's not what this is. Yeah.
You said it.
And the fact,
just so everybody knows, don't come for me for criticizing her. She said we were approved to do that. She's just too honest for all of us. We just can't handle her. Oh, absolutely, Brenda. She made a shit ton of money on this. Greer's Garden, welcome to the cabana. Thank you for becoming a member. Right, Shannon. She is definitely not. Is this where you would hope? But then you see her continued coverage of like Melody Buzzard. I'm sorry that story is horrific as is, but I don't think she learned her lesson. I really don't think she learned her lesson. She stole a screenshot that I posted on Twitter from the Internet Archive about the Visions of Glory book being sold on Glenn Beck's website a few years ago. She used it in a video and didn't even crop it and didn't give you credit, does it? I'm sure. Probably didn't even remotely give you credit either. Oh, freaking huge salary off this. Yep, absolutely. Huge pity party. Yeah. I'm not shocked. I really appreciate all of you guys giving me more insight too, because a lot of you have been around the hidden true crime stuff a lot longer than I am. Like, if anybody is new over here, I am not a true crime channel. I'm an asshole with a YouTube channel. I have a lot of opinions on the true crime community as a whole. I dig into like stuff with the cults, political corruption, things of that nature. And I have a real hard time with true crime creators like Lauren and others like her, from small channels all the way up, that exploit these tragedies, these cases, these victims, and then somehow they always overshadow and replace the victims and do some stunt like this. These people are the grime of true crime. There are legit true crime channels out there that do advocate, that do help victims. We need transparency in our court systems. We need all that. But people like her hurt these communities.
that rather than focus
Yeah,
on making good art,
great
which is what we say here in true crime. It's quality over quantity.
We basically talk about the QAnon rejects that found their way into the true crime spaces. No, not just the QAnon rejects. Somebody brought that up last night, and I was like, actually, people would be shocked about how many are over here from that space. But the true crime cons, yeah, the true crime, the people who say that they're experts or have credentials are really problematic. And Lauren uses her husband's, Dr. John's, credentials for a lot of her fluff and filler. And it's really disturbing because people look at him as some authoritative figure. That's why Lauren went on after this. She went on Duty Ron's because people see him and Ed as experts of sorts because they one time worked in law enforcement. Again, we are in a space right now where people like Cash Patel and Bongino are directing the FBI. So we could have Coffindoffer and McDonough one day behind the FBI. Like, this is a real thing and it's a problem. These people exploit victims and their families. It's disgusting.
Doing good. I've had to worry about my reputation, but also...
Oh, Linda, that's a great way of putting it.
other people. I worry about you, Grayson. I worry about my husband. I worry about my little boy who's been really affected by this.
It's like consumed our lives.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't stop and nobody can see it. And that's what frustrates you. People are like, don't give it air. I know, I say that every day. We move forward every day, pushing through and performing because it doesn't. We know that. And I've never reacted to it until this moment publicly. Well, I don't think this will be public, but like just who knows?
Oh, look at that freaking, look at her down here. Watch her reaction. I know it blocks it. Hold on, let me take this comment down. Ashley, I have started looking a little bit further into some stuff around Tim. I don't know where it's going to land me yet, but once I get back to feeling 100%, that might be on the table, depending on how far I go in this rabbit hole. But I'm going to take this comment off. I'm going to put her full screen. Let me take this down. Let me take this banner down. Really pay attention to what she's doing here. She's got a comment pinned, but watch her face.
You, Grayson. I worry about my husband. I worry about my little boy who's been really affected by this.
It's like consumed our lives.
Consumed our
Because it doesn't
lives.
stop and nobody can see it. And that's what frustrates you. People are like, don't give it air. I know, I say that every day. We move forward every day, pushing through and performing because it doesn't. We know that. And I've never reacted to it until this moment publicly. Well, I don't think this will be public, but like just who knows? One day it might be. Like I just want to like record this for like
Journal.
yeah, or if it's ever needed for a documentary or to show my little boy that he's being cyberbullied and if I can get to it, he can too.
Fuck out of here. Ashley, welcome in. Thank you. And I have a foul mouth. So I talk like a truck driver, but I'm actually a pretty nice person. I just cuss a lot. So listen to that one more time. Listen to this. Oh, there's so much going on here. Watching her and listening to both screens. Oh,
Well, I don't think this will be public, but like just
I don't think this is going to be public. Now she gives a smirk in the corner down here like, oops, here we are.
who knows? One day it might be. Like
One day it might be. So this, she states, was when she was struggling with suicidal ideation. She states that this is when she's struggling with suicidal ideation. Instead of having her professional husband in the mental health arena seek help, they decide to film this. They record this. She doesn't know if it's going to be public. Maybe someday it will be. Okay. All right.
I just want to like record this for like
Journal.
yeah, or if it's ever needed for a documentary or
If it's ever needed for a docu-fucking-mentary. If it's ever needed for a documentary. This bitch just said it. Did you hear that?
No, I was reading an email from the school.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
to show my little boy that he's being cyberbullied and if I can get to it, he can too. But like, if like, it's so hard to explain to people. Like, nobody can see it, not even my friends. Like, my dearest friends, I'll talk to them about it and they're like, just don't get online. I mean, it's what we all want to say. That's not it. There is a consistent and constant whisper campaign going on, and they're pulling new people in, and they're trying to destroy me.
Yeah.
And I don't want to have to say that they've succeeded, but I have changed a lot in the past 6 months. And not for the better. I don't think I'll ever be as kind or open to people that I meet at trials or people I hire. I think I'm going to be less social.
Oh my gosh. This is so.
I think I'm going to probably be more of a homebody. I don't know if I'll travel as much.
Thanks for being a member for 10 months, Jax. I hope you're doing good. This is wild. Why would this be needed for a documentary? Can anybody answer me that? Sorry, Kyle was reading an email. Why is that needed? Why would that be needed?
To trials anymore. I'll still make good work and I'll get past this. But I think I worry about John's health. He's not healthy, and I worry. His blood pressure is up. He's in more pain. He's angry. Calling fucking UNLV.
His blood pressure is probably up because of your crazy antics and maybe the lack of physical activity. I don't know.
I think in some ways, maybe I can share like an observation. I've seen you almost like not question yourself, but like,
oh, she's wiping her eyes as she's watching herself.
They filled your head with so many lies about yourself to the point where you've been like, did I do this? Could I do this? And you know,
They filled her head with so many lies. Who has done that? Nobody's talking to her. Nobody's reaching out to her. Who's the one filling her head with all these lies? Oh, brother. There's shit in here I didn't even catch before. And I've seen this like multiple times.
things like messages where they've like told you that you talk badly about these victims and things like that. And like,
Jax, that is amazing. Can you guys do me a favor and tell Jax congratulations? 200 days sober is incredible, Jax. That is amazing. I'm so proud of you. You should be extremely proud of yourself. That is a huge milestone. And this is Lauren from Hidden True Crimes, 9-hour. I've got a stalker that doesn't exist. That's what we're watching. That's amazing, though. Yeah, this is crazy, Christy. Congrats, Jax. That's amazing. That's a huge accomplishment. Anybody in recovery, carry on. Do your thing. That's amazing.
I'll be the first person to say it. Like, this may never go out, but like, I went through 6 years of your private messages. It took me 40 to 50 hours. I think I know you.
40 to 50 hours, 6 years. She went through, you had a 24-year-old go through 6 years. How many messages do you think she's deleted? Guaranteed she didn't see all the messages. 40 to 50 hours. What?
Better than anybody in the world does.
You guys,
Aside from John.
imagine 6 years of Facebook Messenger messages,
Text messages. Everything.
and finding out that people are saying horrible things about me because I said horrible things in private messages that are leaking. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, I want to be the first to be honest. Like
Unreal.
6 years of messages. I hope all of you would be afraid. I hope
Afraid? I hope all of you. Okay, again, here goes to the intent. She intentionally did this to release. She addresses, I hope all of you.
about me because I said horrible things in private messages that are leaking. And I'm like, what the fuck? And like, I want to be the first to be honest. Like 6 years of messages. I hope all of you would be afraid. I hope you'd be afraid too. And so 6 years of messages talking every day. A lot of it's sort of like bar talk, right? Like even drinking, like having like a glass of wine and sitting and talking to friends. And then these friends get angry at you. They turn on you and they clip them in weird ways. And so
She always had intent of releasing this right there. It's obvious.
I was like, Grayson? Like, I couldn't get a hold of it. I was so confused. I finally was like, Grayson? Because I kept hearing things I said and I couldn't find them. Or then I figured out and I was like, that's so taken out of context. Like, come on. And so I said, Grayson.
And right there again, it's clear she knows exactly what she was saying and who she was saying it to.
You have a new job. That was not in your job description. You are to go through 6 years of my messenger messages and texts, everything I have ever sent since, not 6 years, was it 5.5, 5 years?
Started in what, 2019 or 2020? 2020.
He said, you're about to know me better than my husband, John, because John wouldn't want to do this. And these are like probably like journals that you'd want to burn. You know what I mean? And you're like, I said that one night, but I only felt like that for an hour, but it's...
All of this was damage control because of whatever is in those messages that she doesn't want getting out.
Now they're forever.
Right.
So...
No, Jax, unfortunately it's not.
And so you did it. You did it.
I think there were 4.
She knew the assignment. how many days and how many hours?
It took a lot of days. There were a lot of nights I was up until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning going through, figuring out, okay, this one, we could talk about one. I think it's really funny. Everyone has this rumor that you called somebody a swinger, and
everybody has this rumor that you called someone a swinger.
You were like, where did this come from? I don't remember ever doing that. And I was like,
this person's not a swinger. I never thought this person was a swinger.
Here she is down in the corner laughing.
What is this? And everyone's like, she called her a swinger. I'm like, she defamed me. She told everyone it was a swinger. I'm like, who the hell did I call a swinger?
So
I didn't call anyone a swinger.
I went through.
You found it on accident.
I found it. I found it, and I called you giggling, and I said, Lauren, I found it. You did call somebody a swinger. It was because they were on a swing in their profile picture, and you made a joke, but they got clipped. That got clipped. So, like...
I don't buy that at all. I'm sorry. The bird doesn't believe it either. I'm calling bullshit on that. And
there's been a lot of those messages.
Was somebody...
Did they pay Grayson? Do you think this was included in her wages? She's the producer of the show, and she's now getting to go through text messages to find out how shitty she was to people. You think she's going to actually show those to Grayson? Doubtful. I bet they were deleted.
On a profile picture of a swing, as this person will tell you we've never been friends. And someone said, look at this picture of her swinging. And I said, why do I think she dabbled in swinging?
And you didn't remember it because it was.
It's never been shared outside of the text messages.
No, it was you and 2 other people.
Screenshots have been passed around of this, and it's actually not the real screenshot.
Yeah,
it's like, but I said it.
I mean, it was you and 2 other people.
Yeah, that's a great example. You also said I'm a lot funnier than you thought.
I did. I was like, I will say, I think we've gotten closer through this.
Oh, I would bet. Yeah, I bet Grayson has signed an NDA. Did y'all see how rabid she was in the body cam and staring at the camera like she was about to jizz? Oh, she's just, moderator, something is majorly off here. Anyone know how close she got to M? Sheets about the RA trial and leaked photos of the girls that would burn her kingdom down. Connie, I don't know anything about that. This is wild. She did this whole thing. She did this entire setup here.
What did you say? You said there are...
This might have been needed for a document. And that's going to just play over and over in my head. The documentary. That it might be needed for a documentary.
A lot of dynamics going on here.
Why would she need this in a documentary?
I joked. I said, I think I know the dynamics of true crime better than anybody at this point. I can walk in a room and see somebody I've never met and be like, this person connects to this person, connects to that person because that person hates that person and that person's brother did this to that one. No, but but that shows you the context, right? you might have called somebody an asshole one day and that got clipped and sent to them. But really, if the full messages came out, you called that person an asshole because a victim was on the defense for something and you were protecting them,
Oh my God, Grayson, stop it.
right?
Yeah, I was actually always protecting victims. Well, that's what's.
Oh, you were always protecting victims, and here they go with that.
Yeah.
I think that's been like, you know, and
Oh, I think the other thing too is like I am a lot more colorful behind the scenes.
we love a good F word.
John.
See, I'm sorry. I understand professionalism, and I get that not everybody is okay with cussing. I understand that. There's a time and place. But if you are a completely different person offline than you are ever online, like if that's not the person, if your subs hearing you drop the F-bomb would make them clutch their pearls because of this persona you've built, there's a problem. There's a disconnect here. You can be a professional and still be yourself. But this whole thing seems like a stark contrast of who she is online versus who she is in real life.
And we like to keep our podcasts clean, clean language. That's who we are. Like we just want to keep it.
And again, I will say this time and time again. I would rather you say all the cuss words and tell the truth than give me some performative BS that is all packaged professionally and sweet and caring when you're the one holding the knife in the victim's back or using the victims. I'd rather you say all the cuss words and be straight up honest instead of this performative bullshit.
Clean, but the language I use when I'm not on camera isn't always.
They should not.
Clean.
Right.
I don't know.
I mean,
If that makes any fucking sense, but
Why were they recording this for a future documentary while claiming that she was suffering from suicidal ideation? I have no clue. Why isn't she with her husband when she's suffering from suicidal ideation instead of in a hotel with Grayson filming this for later release for a documentary potentially? What the fuck? This is a mind screw. Look at her. Yep.
Oh. The most vulnerable video I've ever showed here, but
Jax.
I do pride myself on being a very honest person. So
Jax, she's a true crime creator, another true crime creator that has over 300 and some thousand subs. She is what I consider part of the Mormon PR arm, the reputation management for the Mormon church. She kind of softens the Mormon crimes as she is currently LDS still. Yeah, she's got an interesting history, but she's got a huge true crime channel, and her husband is a forensic psychologist that she relies on his credentials. She's basically a polished BJ.
who you know on camera is me, and that was a little bit more of me behind the scenes that I don't show because yes, there are parts of my life that I like to keep private. So
No,
we're gonna go.
you weren't intending on keeping that private. You told us what you were doing with it right then and there. You had no intent on keeping that private. This was all produced. Sorry, all of this. That entire months, those 3-4 months were part of this production, in my opinion.
Through everything. A lot of you are maybe asking questions during that. I don't understand. I don't understand. I want to start with that
Okay.
because I think that you're going to understand it all a lot more
No.
as we go through everything tonight. So here we go.
She does.
I'm going to start, by the way, when I say everything, not to get you guys scared, but these are all the court filings.
Yeah. Jenny,
And we've got exhibits.
at the end of it, the very end, she says, I didn't know how we were going to get through that. And they talk about how they had been working on this for days leading up to this.
And we got evidence. So before we delve in to my first,
In my opinion, I believe that they already started producing this 9-hour live before they actually withdrew from the court.
Declaration, which is what got me the temporary civil stalking injunction.
There
I'm gonna
has to be more.
set the stage and give you guys a bit of a timeline. So let's just explain a few things.
SuTube, not only, I don't think, did they not get any apologies, Crush's video on Facebook got struck down too. She took that off of Facebook too. So when Kay and Crusha spoke out, she has successfully taken it off YouTube and now Facebook. I don't think there's been an apology.
Things that matter. As many of you know that are my hidden gems, I call this setting the stage. Let's set the stage before getting into all these documents. And that takes us to April of 2024. I also want to point something out. I am not going to use my stalker's name.
She did.
During this video. So I am going to refer to her as
Betsy. I absolutely agree. I agree that it started in June. I really believe that it started in June at the Brian Koberger sentencing.
my stalker. That is what I will be dubbing her.
Mm-hmm.
April of 2024 is when it all begins.
She struck Crusha. So Crusha is Kay's daughter. So difficult research in the chat is Crusha, who is Kay's daughter. Crusha did a live on her channel and Kay came up and they had discussed some of the things with Lauren and she struck that video. She said that it was because a phone number was flashed. That's not true. And there was also an excuse of her son's name being mentioned. Well, she has mentioned that her hidden gems know, like, again, you would have made a privacy complaint for those things. She struck the video down. So she got it off of YouTube and Facebook. Yep. She said Christina numerous times and then went back and edited it out. Yep. But she left in the videos where Christina's name's mentioned too. June is the first police report. Yep. I agree. Hey, Michelle. It's good to see you. Okay. Carrying on. We're going to get through about 24 more minutes, and then I'm going to send you guys to Crushes.
Be dubbing her.
We're going to break this up into segments because as we get into this middle section, there is a lot to inlay. So today will just be kind of an introduction. Then you guys will go to Crushes, and then I will see you guys over at Hella. Let me drop this again for you guys. Hella Excited Utterance is where we will be meeting up later.
April of 2024 is when it all begins. That is when I meet my stalker in Boise, Idaho at the Chad Daybell trial.
Also, Revival, will you drop your link, please? Revival has read her book, Lauren Matthias's book that she promoted during this whole time when she was on Mormon Stories podcast, Mormon Discussions. The book that she wrote, Revival bought the book and has done book reviews. And it's very interesting. If you would like to know more about that, please go follow Revival. She has done a series on the reviews, a very honest perception, her take on what the book is. It's really interesting.
When she shows up for a few days attending as public, she's interested in the case she's watching.
Mm-hmm.
She introduces herself as a fan of my podcast, and she gifts me a cell phone microphone and a tripod. I also meet another fan of the podcast at this trial named Lori, also attending as the public. So not to be confused with Lori Daybell or Lori Hellis. This is Lori, someone attending as public named Lori. Then there is Lindsay. Lindsay is a podcast producer, and Lindsay starts doing part-time production work for me at this trial.
The disdain when she talks about Lindsay.
She's quite good. She's very talented. And then there is my stalker.
So, in my understanding, Lindsay is also involved with other people in the true crime space and has been.
And my stalker also befriends Lindsay and Lori. And Lindsay, the producer that is there, starts doing part-time production work for me during this trial. And my stalker and Lori become friends with Lindsay, along with another woman named Janice.
Oh, good Lord. Here we go with all the names. This was all distraction. Every bit of this was distract.
Now, a few things to know about Janice. Janice, I don't know her very well. This is our history, though. She was noticed by me in Daybell Facebook groups early on, years ago.
Olive.
I was in a lot of the Daybell Facebook groups. It's where a lot of information is, a lot of the insider scoops. And she was quite funny. Her posts were very funny and witty. And I thought that at first. And then her posts turned into what I consider bullying. I know everyone has a different definition of that. It's what I consider bullying. Here are a couple of them posted in groups,
right.
Just to kind of let you know what I saw. Here's something making fun of Colby. And here is one where she's sharing a video titled "Let's Talk About Kay Woodcock." And Kay.
Okay, again, this entire video is I can't stay silent anymore. I'm being stalked and bullied in fear for my life. Okay, all of this fluff and filler has nothing to do with Christina, the person that she's claiming is her stalker. This Janice person, all of this is fluff and filler, which we know now. It's just trying to paint these people that Christina is friendly with in a bad light. Well, guess what, Lauren? They were at one time your friends. This was your group of people until they no longer wanted to be around you.
This video, luckily it is no longer on the web, but it defamed Kay Woodcock and lied about her.
And right here, within the first hour of this 9 hours, she is calling on Kay Woodcock. She is using Kay in this entire situation. And this is how they brought it in. Once again, relying on victims of horrific tragedies to fluff and fill her "I'm being stalked."
And essentially implied that she was complicit in her grandson's murder and that she didn't do enough. It was a very cool video. Kay is a victim in this case. Her brother and 7-year-old boy were murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And people are doing videos about her. And Janice liked to advertise those videos, and she was a mod in those videos, a moderator. And then again, you saw the other one where she's making fun of a dear friend of mine and another victim who lost his entire family. Okay, so that's good. So those are just a couple examples of why I didn't care.
I don't even know if Christina has the messages, Riva. I don't know if Christina is the one that would have the messages. To be honest, I would think it would be more likely that Lindsay has the messages. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, release them. There's obviously something in there that she is really worried about. I don't know what it is, though.
For her.
Hey, nurse. Corky.
Whatever. Everyone has their own opinions. She might be a really wonderful person, and I believe that Janice is a complex person, and that she's very. I don't want anyone to go and bully her if you know who she is. She's probably a very wonderful, wonderful person, but she wasn't my cup of tea. Okay.
Why did you even mention her? She has nothing to do with this situation.
Leave her alone. But that's my history with her.
Don't go do this. Basically, go do this.
So I continue to notice these types of posts and rhetoric that Janice would use that maybe people think are funny. Again, that's fine. It wasn't my cup of tea. I told my friends privately, in private, that I thought she was a bully and that she was insensitive to victims. It was my personal opinion that I'm allowed to have.
Ugh.
And then Janice and I officially met in person.
Truck you every time. Another thing for anybody that's in the true crime sphere, if you notice, there's always these Facebook discussion groups where all these salacious rumors are spilled. They get family members in there, they attach to family members. These creators concoct and run. A lot of true crime creators run discussion groups, and they rename these groups for each particular crime or victim that they're following. It's very, very concerning, very concerning. And it happens over and over again.
At the Lori Daybell trial in Boise, Idaho in 2023.
Agreed.
And I attempted there to try to put our differences aside and focus on what matters, justice. And I let her know that, we might be on the different political sides of the aisle, Janice, but what we both care about is justice. And so we were friendly at the trial. Although I did notice while at that trial that she continued filming Larry and Kay Woodcock during vulnerable moments.
Ma'am, so did you. We have videos of you shoving your phone in Larry's face. That wasn't just a them thing. You were taking part in that too.
Making shorts about them that were unkind in nature and that would make most people uncomfortable.
Oh.
Additionally, that person you heard says that I randomly lived with her brother. That's Janice. Now, a big rumor out there is that I lived with
a big rumor. Mm-hmm.
Janice's brother, who was my doctor when I was like 29 or 30. I never have. I've never even kissed the guy. I don't know where that rumor started, but just so you know, it's going around to several people.
Yeah, a big rumor out there is that at 29 years old, she lived with a doctor and she didn't even kiss the guy. Sure, Lauren, tell us more.
Lori is from California, and Lori was attending the trial because of her interest in the case. I love it when people interested in a case attend the trial. And then in a strange turn of events, my producer Grayson, it
makes me sick how they get those victims and family members of the victims in those discussion groups, and then they attach to them, say that they're advocating on their behalf. It happens time and time again. She doesn't. Nope. She doesn't, truck you.
Strange, but my producer Grayson, Lori is the wife of my producer Grayson's California dentist and is someone who works in the dental office in California. But to clarify, when I met Lori, I didn't even know Grayson. This wasn't even a thing then.
This didn't need to be a thing here. Mentioning all of this is ridiculous.
But wild, right? Just let's continue. So, May of 2024, I am asked by a well-known public figure that I really respect if I know a good podcast producer. And I tell them, yes, I do.
Ashley Banfield.
And I introduce this person to Lindsay. And I encourage Lindsay to connect with this person. And she seems super happy. And the two connect. And I am super happy for them. And then on June 8th, so June 8th, 2024, my stalker puts me in a group chat, which includes my stalker, Lindsay and Lori.
So Christina, Lindsay, Lori, and Lauren.
June 18th, 2024. My stalker is driving through my hometown and she is asking to come visit. And so I take her kids to the neighborhood pool. July.
They were friends. They went to the pool together.
July of 2024. I have now officially hired Lindsay as a producer, as an independent contractor. It's more full-time. And we have daily production meetings in the morning, along with John. And she is helping to produce my podcast episodes. She explains she is going to also work for this said public figure that I'm
going to get me a producer. All these people out here with all these big titles and shit, Somebody want to be my producer? Who wants to be my producer? Anybody? This shit's weird to me.
Connected her to, and that she thinks we can pull off working for both. I tell her, okay, I am super happy that she has this upcoming gig with this public figure that is a wonderful person, and I tell her so. Lindsay and I decide to cover the Alec Baldwin trial in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And due to concerns of cost, Santa Fe ain't cheap. It's expensive. Lindsay recruits my stalker and Lori to share an Airbnb with us to help keep down the costs.
What she should have said here is we were all friends at the time, so we shared an Airbnb to keep the cost down. They were all friends. Like, this whole production of how she lays this out is extremely performative. Mabel, I agree with you. But at the same time, this is the world she's been in since she was 19. Since she was 19, she has been latched on to these true crime creators and in this little toxic bubble.
And then I tell John this, and he's reassured. I say, look, we've got a couple of trial people I met at a trial, these trial goers that are going to come with us and help to keep down the cost of this larger Airbnb.
Would release them
in Santa Fe. July 10th, 2024, in the morning of July 10th, 2024. July 10th was a big day.
A big day, really.
I'm outside of the courthouse.
Now, again, this is supposed to be about her being in fear for her life and being stalked, but she's giving you details of an entire year previous to set the stage. She's setting the stage, her own words. She's setting the stage of this production and this performative bullshit. She's throwing in Lindsay and Lori and Janice, who ultimately have really nothing to do with the said stalking situation, but they do. There's no stalking, in my opinion, but she's trying to link all of this together and say it's a group effort, but there's no proof of that. Spoiler alert.
Of the Alec Baldwin trial. And I interview I interview several people that day. So I don't want anyone confused. There are 3 lives that day. I don't want anyone. But one of the many people I interview live on camera that day is my stalker. And I introduce her as a fan of my podcast, A Hidden Gem.
Everybody's a fan of Lauren's. Everybody's beneath her. They're just fans. Even though they're friends of hers, even though they're people that are in her bubble, like people, contractors, colleagues, they're diminished to fans when on camera. I want you to think about that for a second. These women were friends of hers, colleagues of hers, people that she hired to help her. And she's reducing them to fans in front of her hidden gems. Yuck.
I personally did not think it went great for content. No harm, no foul. It happens. And then that day continues of July 10th, 2024. And at this time, my ex-contractor, who was my then contractor and friend. So my contractor at the time of July 10th, 2024, she is streaming the Alec Baldwin trial live on our YouTube channel for us, while I am in the media room at the courthouse covering it, and she's there. And I reach out to this ex-contractor, again, my contractor at the time.
There's Colby being pinned. Colby's being pinned now.
Let's clarify that. I reach out to my contractor who's live streaming the Alec Baldwin trial. And I ask how things are going with the streaming. I discuss work in a text with this ex-contractor, then contractor. And I explained that I like this press room for the moment before heading to the courtroom because, and I'm going to say this verbatim, this is what my text says to her, quote, "It's space from roommates. One of them is kind of annoying."
Oh my gosh.
This contract worker then asks if it was the one I had had on a live that morning in front of the courthouse. And I explained that it was. The contract worker states back to me in a text message, not going to lie, that person is obnoxious. Don't put her on camera again, laughing face emoji. I agree. And I say she is constantly anxious, loud, and worried. End quote. A very private work conversation in a text message. July 10th, 2025, that evening, the contract worker calls me and unexpectedly and angrily quits on me, and also ends our relationship for good, as in is never going to talk to me again and is going to block me.
Right.
She accuses me of several things. She worked for me, but we were also very close friends. And after this phone call, I try not to, but I start crying hard.
Uh-huh.
And Lori, Lindsay, and my stalker, who are my roommates in this Airbnb, they comfort me.
Okay, sure.
And I am embarrassed, and I keep apologizing for crying. And I am grateful for their kindness. In fact, it was a very traumatic moment for me.
Oh,
And I guess I can say I'm still grateful for their kindness in that moment.
right.
And that kindness that they showed me made me open up even more to them in the coming months, because they were there for me during a very traumatic moment.
Oh, we're almost on the edge of tears. We almost got them coming out of our eyes. Almost there.
The
Oh.
end
Still trying.
of July 2025, I hire my stalker. It was Lindsay's suggestion to do podcast episode artwork for me. She's a very talented artist, my stalker.
Oh,
And this
I
continues.
thought she was just a fangirl. Oh, now she's a talented artist, but she was just diminished to a fangirl.
I'll be back.
Okay.
For months. In October of 2024, I cover a trial, as many of you know, in Delphi, Indiana, with Lindsay. And I am paying Lindsay daily to be there for me. In my opinion, I was paying her well to be there for me daily.
That has nothing to do with any of this.
And I'm also paying, it's an all expense.
Why is she talking about how much these people are paid or whether they were like, none of this matters.
Paid work trip. I am paying for all of her lodging and all of her food.
Right. Because she was a contract worker there on assignment for you. Okay. Get to it.
And everything she needs to work for me. My stalker flies out to attend as public for a couple of days and pays me to stay in my Airbnb that I had. And she,
Once again, using the term stalker when at this time they would have been considered friends and colleagues. So she's continuing to call her a stalker, but at this time and in this capacity, they were friends, colleagues.
takes photos of me outside of the courthouse in Delphi, Indiana for my
Thanks, sweetie girl.
podcast. I did not pay her for these photos. It's an additional free gift for me. I buy her dinner. I
free gift.
confide in Lindsay, admittedly.
Why is she mentioning an additional free gift? It's an additional free gift. Why is she constantly trying to put it out here that she tossing that money around? I did so much for everybody.
That it is harder to work when my stalker is around.
We only got about 10 more minutes of this today, and then I will be shipping you off to Crescia.
She seems kind and is very generous, but it's just a lot. And after my stalker flies home, I temporarily go home as well for Halloween because I need to trick or treat with my little boy.
Oh, right.
But I do decide that I need to go back to Delphi, Indiana.
So another big part of this is she has not been home around her child. So how her child ends up being affected or impacted by all of this is beyond me, because none of None of these interactions were even around her son. She was flying home to spend time with her child.
While I am gone, Grayson, who you guys now know as my producer, Grayson, takes notes for me in the courthouse while I'm gone. She does
Oh, I'm
an
sorry.
incredible job, a hell of a job. Couldn't have done them better myself. I didn't do them as good as she did them those 2 days that I was gone. And I begin paying Grayson for freelance work, including those notes.
Hey, Mocking, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing good.
I then, back in Delphi, I start noticing a lot of red flags. And these are red flags for me. They might not affect everyone. Some people might not think the red flags. Other people think maybe I misinterpreted them.
Lindsay, I was just thinking to myself, should I pull up Grayson's on Web Sleuth and insert that? In fact, I think we will. I think we will insert that. I think that's where we're going to lay off for the day, because I think that's a great segue for Web Sleuths, because Grayson busts that out on Web Sleuths when she's up there. And I think let's actually do that really quick, because I think it's important that they are. Let me grab that. 1 second. We'll put this in here. When Grayson comes up there. Okay. Which part was it? Is this it?
Explain that in a second.
This is
Anyone could say, like, just go enjoy your life and get off social media and get the blah blah blah. But like, this is my career, and when this is happening, I actually haven't been home to see my family since May. I haven't seen my friends.
Grayson hasn't been home since May to see her family, and this was October. Yikes. I don't remember exactly which part. I'm going to have to timestamp that in there. Yeah, there was no seat in the court. Let me see if I can find that spot. Nope, that's the other part. Let's see. Give me 1 second. We're going to do this one on the fly, because she actually says courthouse. Oh, here's the Janice part. April 9th. Oh, well, that's about the April situation. Sorry, give me 1 second. We're doing this on the fly. Where's the Delphi part? It might take me a few minutes. Here, I'll play some of this. This is Trisha from Web Sleuths when she had Grayson on. Listen to the introduction of Grayson, though. This is so freaking weird.
That somebody, a creator, has to go through this. It won't be the last.
I'll find it. I forgot about that part in there. Lindsay, great reminder, but I will find that and we'll open with that tomorrow. I'll fill that in. So we'll review that part and then we will include that part to debunk that. So we'll pick up tomorrow where we just left off, but we'll finish out with this little introduction of Grayson on Trisha's. This is going to take us a few segments to get through, but we're going to get through it.
But I think we can all learn something. Everybody, please welcome Grayson. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm good. It's been a really long. It's been a long 6 months.
And that's how long this has been going on, is 6 months, right?
Yeah, it kind of started in April.
6 months. 6 months.
And it's kind of just, it really started really awfully in June. And it's been kind of just
bullshit
accelerating since then.
You really helped produce quite the production here, Grayson. What did you think this documentary was going to be titled? The Hidden Lives and Dirty Secrets of Mormon true crime podcasters, what did you think this was going to be? What kind of documentary?
It's gotten really scary. Before I say much, I do want to say that I don't speak for Lauren. I don't speak for Hidden True Crime.
Right.
I'm here on my own accord. This is me. This is my opinions. Just like the stalkers, attorneys want to claim free speech when there's in fact a lot of things going on there that aren't free speech.
And she is here on another podcast calling her a stalker. Once again, there is no proof of that.
Aren't protected.
This
I'm
is
going to
your
use my
free
First
speech.
Amendment right tonight to talk about what I've been through, what I've witnessed Lauren go through.
My First Amendment rights. I love how these people are always, it's my First Amendment right.
Again, I'm not speaking for her. I'm speaking as
Gross.
her employee, but also as her friend who has seen this go down.
Exactly. And Grayson, throughout the evening, I'll be sure and remind people that these are your thoughts, your observations, your feelings, what you have been through.
Yeah.
And you're not speaking for anybody but yourself.
Yeah.
I just, for those that don't know the whole story, and we certainly can't go through it all. Basically, what happened was people started harassing you, and they started spreading rumors that Lauren was mean to victims. People stopped talking to her. She was followed. People, and again, I'm not going to get into all the details, but
where was she followed?
Can you maybe just summarize what happened?
Yeah. So I believe I've had to get really familiar with dates here. I believe it was
Oh, those little smirks. Yikes. I'm sorry. This girl irks me.
April 9th. Lauren was confronted in the courtroom or courthouse by the stalker who let her know that her private messages were being released and they were horrible. Lauren called her annoying.
Oh my God. Stop it.
Lauren apologized. I wouldn't say that I know everything that happened in that conversation. I wasn't there for that. But
then you shouldn't be speaking on it.
Lauren came up. She looked really upset. And she kind of texted me a little bit about what was going on and was like, don't do anything. Everyone's looking at me. There was a group of women there that day. We went into the courtroom. We were proceeding as normal. And she was like, I gotta go. I can't do this. And we got in the elevator. And I remember seeing her break down in the elevator in a way I'd never seen her break down before. Like, it was surreal. And I called Susan Hendricks. She's a good friend of ours. And I said, Susan, I need you to come to our house right now. I need support. Lauren needs support. Like, I need somebody there who can also help her.
Why didn't you call her husband? Why didn't you call her husband? Oh, okay. We're going to end it off here because I'm going to send you to Crushes. Crushes doing part 3 and I don't want to miss it. So I'm going to send you guys off to Crushes for the rest of this and we will finish up tomorrow. We will do part 2 tomorrow. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to inlay and bounce back and forth between streams, what we know now after the 9 hours, and it's going to take us a while. We'll probably have 10 parts by the time we're done with this, but I think it's important to go in and lay everything out. So I'm going to ship you guys over to Crushes now because that's a really, Stephanie and Cresha have been doing an incredible job. Plus, I'm kind of tapped out for the day. I know normally I can ramble for hours and hours, and I'm not on it. You can tell today, but we're going to get back into it and we'll be back to firing off in no time. And then after Crushes, please do not forget to join us on Hella Excited Utterance. Let me share this page again. I've dropped it in the chat. Let me drop it once again. She has a live stream coming up in an hour where she will be going over some of the information from Colorado that we didn't get to see. And there is a direct link for the live stream that's upcoming on Hella Excited Utterance. And thank you, Young Black Economist and the anonymous person in my email, whoever that is, that sent me this. So we will finish this out. We're going to continue to go through this. I'll be doing this tomorrow tomorrow night. If you are interested, Kyle and I are going to be doing in the evening. We will be doing an evening stream where we review a Mormon dating show. It's actually pretty funny. I probably will, Marcy. Yeah, I will label them and then I will put them in my Hidden True Crime playlist too. So I appreciate you guys. I will see you over at Crush's, and then I will see you at Hella Excited Utterance shortly. I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Thanks again.